Hey everyone. So I wanted to just jump on here and chat a little bit about the Pitching to Brands Mastercourse we just launched. So there's a lot of excitement going around right now within the Sidewalker community because we have finally launched this program that has literally been in the works for over a year, and it's the Pitching to Brands Mastercourse. So I just wanted to jump on and share with you guys a little bit about what's been going on, what this is about, what's happening. I'm super, super excited to be here and share it with you more. This is my first live stream, by the way. I'm using this tool called Restream. I have no idea if it's working. I see little eyeballs on the top. So fingers crossed this live works. And I think I have access to a chat. So if you guys are there, oh, people are saying hi in the chat. Hi, it's working. Okay, awesome, wonderful. Thank you for letting me know. So I wanted to jump on because today's live is going to be focused towards the influencers and content creators. So I know I work with a lot of brands on their influencer marketing, and on YouTube especially, there's lots of brands that follow our page to learn about influencer marketing. They're like, how do we work with influencers and creators? Today's live is more for the influencer, is more for the creator, because I want to share with you guys some stuff that I've been working on. So right now, I think one of the big issues that I'm seeing in our industry, in the influencer industry, is influencers not feeling confident when pitching to brands. The topic that I'm going over today is pitching to brands. And I'm going to be sharing some information about the new course that we just launched. We are in launch mode, so there's a lot of exciting things happening. Actually, I'll ask the chat because this would be helpful to know. Are you guys influencers, content creators? Let me know a little bit about you so that I can make the live relevant to what it is that I'll be sharing. So we are so excited because we recently launched the Pitching to Brands Mastercourse. And what this course is really about is helping influencers pitch to brands more effectively. So not using templates, not sending them just these horrible emails that I get all the time from a lot of influencers in the community. I think really what I want to help influencers do, especially the ones that are looking to work with brands and looking to develop those relationships, this is what my goal is to really make an impact in the influencer marketing world and helping these creators. This is what I am. Satina says, I'm an influencer, a YouTuber. Yes, awesome, cool. Welcome to my live here, my first little live. So yeah, I want to go through and share with you guys a little bit about what's been going on. So do you guys hear, I'm not sure if you follow us on Instagram, I'll go in the chat and put our Instagram account. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. I don't know why it says Restream. I'm going to rename myself a Sidewalker. So weird. I don't know. This is a live. You have to bear with me. Things happen. Weird things happen on lives. So on Instagram, we're at Sidewalker Daily. So a lot of influencers and creators, they want to work with brands, right? They want to pitch. They're like, they get lost. So the common themes are this: confidence issues. People feel super stressed. They don't feel like they have the confidence to pitch to brands. 2, they don't know what to say. 3, they don't know who to pitch to, how to find the contact name. They want to monetize their YouTube, or they want to monetize their TikToks or whatever page that they have an audience on, but they're like, how do I do this? So the Pitching to Brands Master Course is literally a brain dump on all things pitching to brands. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link so you guys, if you're interested, you can learn more. You can go ahead and obviously DM me and ask me any questions. In this Pitching to Brands Master Course, I cover a step-by-step program process to help influencers and creators start pitching. Now, here's the thing. This Pitching to Brands Master Course, it's there are 2 programs within the Master Course, and they're recorded, okay? So the top, will it cover for all social media platforms? Yes, absolutely, because I work with a lot of TikTokers that try to make money from their TikTok influence, or I work with YouTubers, or I work with Instagrammers. I mean, literally, I work with a person on Twitch. I don't even know what Twitch is, but it's basically people who have an influence and want to work with brands. This program is meant to help them start pitching to brands. This is the goal of the program. It's for all levels, all creators, and all different niches. This is a big one. It's, fashion, travel. I have a crafting influencer. I have a nurse influencer. Influencer is just someone with influence. So it doesn't really matter like what niche you're in. If you want to work with brands in your niche, there are brands. Take my client, Beatrice. She left us a beautiful testimonial, which you can see on that page. Beatrice is a nursing influencer. She is in the nursing world, and there are brands that want to work with nurses and attract that type of audience. So there's really something for everyone. So like I said, the program is broken into 2 separate programs. So here's the master course. It's like one big thing, and there's 2 programs inside. The first program is the pitching playbook. This is literally like the step-by-step how to pitch, how to get organized, how to find the contacts, what to put inside the pitch so that it's not a template, so that it's literally like coming up with really cool creative ideas to pitch, to get people on the brand side like me to want to respond to you, to want to work with you. So that's the pitching playbook. That's one program that comes within this master course. The second program is the Media Kit and More Masterclass. And the Media Kit and More Masterclass is all the pitching assets that you need to make money. So a lot of times influencers are like, oh, I want a media kit, or like, oh, I want, a proposal or a case study, but they don't know how to make them. So the Media Kit More Masterclass, I show you examples of real creators that I have designed proposals for, that I have designed media kits for, rate sheets for, and I teach you by example. So the Media Kit More Masterclass has everything you need to start creating those assets to pitch. That is what's super important. So I wanted just to like shout that out for the Media Kit More Masterclass. So, okay, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit more about what's on the pitching playbook side. So sometimes people get caught up with like pitches, like templates, I don't know if you guys have like ever felt like templates, buy my template, like here's the magical template. I don't do it that way. So I think that templates can sometimes hurt us because we try to like fill them out and then we get super stressed that it doesn't work for us and it's like whatever. So I have a section within the pitching playbook. It's called my link strategy. So within the link strategy, I teach you 9 ways to help the brand that you are pitching to see your vision. So these are effective 9 strategies. I want to say they're bulletproof because they just work. In addition to that, I include 70 pitches that you can read. Like if you want to read them and get inspired, like I want you guys to read them. So like if you want to use them, okay, you can go ahead and use them, but it's not going to make sense because maybe it's not for you. But maybe you see a pitch from, I don't know, another influencer and you're like, oh, that sounds good. Like I like how she did that. That's why I'm including those 70 pitch templates so that you can have reading material so that you can go ahead. Someone is saying, when I reach out to brands on IG, some tell me they only want to work with accounts over 30,000. Okay, so here's a few things that I want to like mention on that. Those brands may have that prerequisite, in which case we move on. But to be honest, you may be pitching with your influence and maybe not your content abilities. So it really depends how you position yourself, especially for my micro influencers when they're just starting out. Like, yeah, you may not have a lot of influence yet. So it's like figuring out how do we get in the door in a way that the brand needs us? Because that brand, like if they're like, oh, okay, I don't want to work with someone over 30,000 that doesn't have 30,000 followers, the way my brain thinks is like, well, how can I find something that brand is missing or lacking? And how can I pitch them something that they need? How can I be super valuable? And these are the types of things that we cover in the Pitching to Brands Master Course, because I want you guys to be able to like take that no and like keep figuring it out until you get potentially either a yes or you move on and you come back to them. Sometimes brands will say, have these like numbers in mind, but that number can shift. trust me, we've had campaigns that I've been working on. And I'm like, okay, I want to work with an influencer with this set of numbers. And then someone will come to me and show me a case study and say, hey, like, look at the results that I've been able to bring. And I'm like, whoa, that's amazing, right? So I know, because I am on the brand side. Again, every single brand has their own way of running things, but I think that to me, it's about getting like creative in the pitch. And that's super important. I was doing good. I got 2003 or 4 months. Let me go ahead and show this. Then I took a long break and stopped posting, and I lost engagement as well as followers. Now I have 1.3 thousand. Okay, that happens. Don't be hard on yourself. If you're motivated to get back up and put in the work, you can make a comeback. This is part of the influencer journey. It's consistency, right? So it's just coming back, it's posting, it's doing the content like reels, it's being super, super on it. But even influencers that have small followers can still work with brands. You're not pitching maybe your influence. Again, everyone has a very case-by-case situation, right? So like I have an influencer, I think she has like 500 followers. And again, you can go ahead and see the testimonials on our course site. But I have an influencer, I think, with like 500 followers that like got a hotel stay. The brands that are just sending free products, those are opportunities to like reconvert, which is something I show pitches on how to do in the course, right? I show you how to like take that free swag and like turn it into like potentially an opportunity. Someone's asking in the chat, do brands only look for numbers? Okay, again, every brand has different goals, right? So like I'm working on a campaign right now that I don't even care the number of followers someone has. If they can produce really cool reels, really cool content, I'm willing to pay because I need the content. So I really think it's case by case depending on the brand's goals. In the Pitching to Brands Mastercourse, I talk about the goals that brands usually have so that you can think, okay, well, these are the ways that I can ask a brand, hey, what are your goals? So that you can pitch with that in mind. A lot of times it's not pitching right away. A lot of times it's getting to know the brand and the person on the other side and connecting and being a good person and developing a relationship. So then you can go ahead and pitch that. So I think that was a great question because every brand is very different based on their goals. I think ultimately knowing how brands set up their goals will help influencers as well, just kind of get creative in their pitch. So like, let's just say, a brand has goals of, I don't know, posting on, what's a big goal? Okay, a brand will say, okay, I want to grow my email subscribers. That's a goal. I just worked with the brand on that exact thing. Their goal was to grow their email subscribers. So when we went to an influencer, we were like going through, okay, who do we want to work with? Working with an influencer who is going to help us reach that goal by maybe doing a giveaway or doing something creative that's like, hey, sign up for this brand's email list. That's how the brand is going to see it be successful. Someone's asking, we in Pakistan don't have reels and we know reels perform better. Well, I think it will come. I mean, I don't have the magic crystal ball. I think that we'll see Instagram roll these things out. And again, if we don't have reels, yes, that kind of sucks, but we can do something else. We can pitch something else. In the Pitching to Brands Mastercourse, I give you guys ideas of how to pitch. So like, let's just say you don't have a reel, but you have, I don't know, you probably have IG lives or guides or other things that you can do. Is anyone here a YouTuber that works with brands on the YouTube side? I see Jackie just joined. Hello, Jackie. For my YouTubers, one of the big things that I see that's happening, obviously you guys know there's like the dedicated videos and there's the integrated videos when you're pitching to brands. I talk about this in the course, but like it's finding, a really good analytic for your YouTube channel when you're pitching, right? I see Peggy just jumped on. Hi, Peggy. Peggy was part of our group coaching program. Love her. Peggy, I'm announcing the Pitching to Brands Mastercourse, which is something that we just launched. So I am really, really excited about it. And I decided to do my first YouTube live to share with the world this new amazing course that will literally it's just really, really exciting. Okay, we have Satina, I believe Rosalie was her name. saying that she's on the YouTube side, maybe pitching to brands on that side. One big thing that I didn't mention, guys, is the calculating your rates, like how much to charge. So the Pitching to Brands Master Course, I have an entire section on rates. I think it's about like 60 minutes or more. It's like super long because it's really in depth. And I show you different examples of difference and how they're charging. I want to show you case by case. I want to give you the formula that I use on the brand side to come up with your rates, like how I negotiate. I negotiate with influencers, right? Some of my clients are brands and I'm like, okay, this is what it's worth. So I share this information in the Pitching to Brands Master Course so that influencers feel more confident in coming up with their rates. I think that's a really big part of being a creator, is like knowing what to charge and knowing how to negotiate. I don't want to go into this right now because I don't know how to screen share on this thing. I need to figure it out for the future. But there are so many freaking bonuses that are coming with this program that, like, if you just are even remotely interested, you should go onto the website that I dropped into the chat, because it's like over $1,200 worth of bonuses. Like literally it's like a lot. It's a lot of bonuses. I do all my YouTube lives, but have not pitched any brands yet. I do IGTV too. So is your class for newbies. So do you want to pitch to brands? Like, are we hoping to go down there? Because this sets out the foundation of how to pitch. Like, this is how, hey, I'm a YouTuber. Like, I do lives. This is how you can sponsor a live. Like, I talk about how to come up with that at any level. Now, if there's a creator that's like literally hasn't even started yet and has nothing up, I would say, no, this program is probably not for you, because ultimately we have to pitch. Even though, believe it or not, some of my most talented photographers and content creators don't even have followers on Instagram because they're not pitching their influence. They're like, oh, hey brand, here's my portfolio. Like, I can work with you and create this type of content for your page. So it's all about how do you position yourself. And that's what I talk about. So yes, this course is definitely for newbies. I include a lot of information for my micro influencers, how to position themselves, especially when they're pitching as micro or nano. I came up with my rates for my media kit. I came up with my rates for my media kit on my following, but there's so much work, especially on YouTube, that I want to charge more. Yes, so charging is a big one, because once you start doing the work, you're like, wait a second, this takes a really long time. So that is one of the pieces that I explain in the coming up with your rates, like how much to charge, because I say like, okay, like let's include some of these factors into it. And when we are pitching to brands, you know, depending on the level that we're at, there's like obviously people who are entry level, right? And then there's people who are super experienced. And coming up with your rate will depend on a variety of factors, but ultimately what you want to charge is what you want to charge. And I go through all of this in the program. I love my YouTube fam. I guess I'm not really like a YouTuber by any means, but I do play on this platform. I do put content out here. So I made this program with YouTubers in mind. I have a media kit that I created for a YouTuber, a celebrity YouTuber. She has over like, you know, tons of YouTube subscribers and all that stuff. So I have examples for YouTubers. Inside the media kit, inside the Pitching to Brands Master Course, there's a section that has all those 70 pitch emails. Well, those 70 pitch emails, I include examples like for YouTubers, right? But again, I don't want you guys even like using those as templates. I want you guys, the strategies that I teach you in my link strategy, which is step 3 in the 5-step program, helps you come up with these cool ideas. So like, I'll just give you an example of one really cool idea. I had like a fashion influencer and we were pitching, like, I don't know if anyone remember guys when the show Bridgerton was like super, super popular. Like everything I feel like just loses steam right away. But with the Bridgerton girl, like we ended up pitching a concept around this, right? And the brand loved it because she came with like a really cool idea. I had another YouTuber that also has like a really good email list, and we pitched like a trivia night. Like, let's do Instagram live trivia, and it was sponsored by a brand. So again, there's like creative ways to figure it out, right? And that's what I want to help you guys do. I want to help you guys come up with like creative ways to pitch so that you're not like stuck in this thought process of like, I don't know. Peggy, I will be reaching out to learn how to build my email subscribers too. My YouTube views have taken a nosedive and I have done lives and shorts, but I need to build it back up before I pitch to brands. And that's the thing. One of the things too, Peggy, that depending, what the angle is for the pitch, what's the angle that we want to provide to these brands too? Is it something like maybe do we want to provide YouTubers? Do we want to YouTube videos, right? Maybe we don't because, our YouTube has taken a nosedive. Or do we want to come to the table with like, I know that Peggy created like some really cool like adult Easter baskets, right? So those are really creative ideas. Can we pitch those ideas for content? So we don't always have to worry about the numbers. And I stress this in the Pitching to Brands Mastercourse because the numbers aren't always everything. It just depends on the angle that you're coming to the table with. So I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap this up. If anyone has any questions or comments or thoughts, I'm going to actually also drop in my Instagram account because I'm on Instagram a lot. I wish YouTube had like direct message. I don't know if it does and I just don't know how to use it, but I'm going to go ahead and drop in my Instagram account. So if you guys want to send me a voice note, if you have any questions, I'm here to help and answer. I'm just so excited about this master course. It's like literally, it's going to change the game. It's going to add so much value, give you confidence, teach you tools, strategies, and get you guys pitching. Now, if you are still around, like I said, the bonuses are insane. And one of them particularly is really interesting because it's a pitching mastermind. So we're going to be all getting on Zoom and talking. Now, of course, there will be set times for this. So this is something that's an added bonus, and the bonuses end on Sunday. So depending on your time zone, it may or may not work for you, but it is still something really cool to consider because I'm going to be reviewing your pitches. I'm going to be like reading it. I'm going to be like helping you. My goal is to help you. Like my goal isn't to get you a course and then like you do it on your own. My goal is for you guys to win. So I set up this mastermind, right? So that people, hopefully fingers crossed, will be able to join. And it's a 4-week mastermind that comes with the course. So Sherry, if you are interested, the link is there. You can DM me if you have questions. The price will go up on Sunday. Prices are going up and bonuses are being removed. So we are running like very launch, prices because we just launched and I'm like super, super excited about it. It's literally like having a baby. I've put all my life's work into this course because I'm that passionate about helping influencers. The influencer market is, a $15 billion industry. There is so much money to be made here only because brands finally get it. So you guys have to understand, within the last year, because of COVID, brands are calling me like, okay, we want to work with influencers. Like, we get it. Whereas before I was like, okay, we should put money into this. And it was like freaking pulling teeth, people didn't they just didn't get it, and now they get it. So that's what's really exciting is that brands are getting it. I'm seeing a big shift and influencers are getting paid for their work. So if you guys are interested, the time is now before Sunday to act and message me if you guys have any questions. I will be in touch with you guys via voice note, or you can also, I think DM would be the best. Instagram DM would be the best. And I'll go ahead and drop once more the masterclass link so you can go ahead and check it out. And I'll try and do more lives throughout the next couple of days to jump on while I'm here. Thank you guys for being patient with me for my first YouTube live. This is super fun. I don't know if it worked well. I need to figure out this program and see if it's worth looking into. All right, guys, talk to you soon.